Hey there YouTube, it's Tech here, and today we're going to be doing an Android app review. A little different. My camera does not have autofocus, so I already apologize if it's very blurry or not super clear. Unfortunately, flips don't come with autofocus, so I'll either have to borrow a DV camcorder later in the future, whenever I get around to that, or, yeah, buy a new camera. But anyway, I'll try to make this as interesting as possible. A couple of things we're going to be doing. Basically, just going to go through some of my favorite Android apps currently that I use pretty much all the time. Now, one of them there will be Pulse. Oh gosh, I could not survive off of this stuff without Pulse. This is basically where I get all my news. Every single thing that I don't find on Twitter, I find on here. And some things I even find on Twitter that are on here, because I follow a lot of people, but basically, Pulse is your station for anything. You can find tech news, you can have a tech section, you see there's a little tech. You have a gaming section, so if I go over to gaming, it'll load it up. It automatically updates it every time you do this, refreshes the whole thing, and you get the latest news from all of your different feeds. It's basically like a really over-glorified RSS feed, but it looks a lot prettier, presents it in a really nice manner. And so yeah, I've been using it for quite a while since my friend introduced me to it. And so yeah, you can also update a specific section. So if I wanted to update Engadget, you can't really see that, but if I wanted to update Engadget, I could just slide it over like this, and it'll only update Engadget, which is nice. There's also something they have called Top Stories. Basically, for each section, you'll have a Top Stories option. You can keep it or not keep it, depending on whether you want it. And that's all controlled through the settings right over here. So if I didn't want Top Stories in gaming, I could just delete it by hitting that X right there. So that's nice and easy. But anyway, Top Stories will basically compile all the most interesting stories, most popular stories that are coming up. For example, Mass Effect 3 in space update. We have visual contact with one. I heard about that actually, where they sent copies of Mass Effect 3 up into space for some crazy reason. But yeah, this is also compatible with pretty much every site you can imagine. They have ones that you can set preset, or you can also add your own. You can have pretty much an almost unlimited amount of pages. So if I wanted to add another page, they have preset ones. So like here you have news and analysis, entertainment, gaming, sports, and home and living, fashion, art and design, fun, politics, business, science, technology, music, food. So that's all of their preset ones, so I just set that as business, though I don't really want it. So I'll just delete it real quick. Might be an easier way to do this, but there you go. Once you delete it all, it just resets it so you don't have that page anymore. And then you can also, it says, or browse our catalog. So you can look at their catalog. It has all of these different, articles and different, news reporting stations. You have Reddit you can follow. You follow Facebook and Twitter feeds in here too. That'll automatically update it. You can have YouTube top videos even. Flickr top photos, Dig top stories. They're just like all over the place with this stuff. Instagram top photos, even though there's not even Instagram for this. For Android, you can get Instagram top photos, which is nice and easy to keeping track with that. You can also have a Google Reader, which is kind of unique, because this is kind of like an RSS feed already, but you can have a Google Reader in there. I guess that's actually useful if you already have an RSS feed and want to have it just imported into here. It's pretty nice. And yeah, pretty much you can have featured. They have featured sections and all these the same sections I mentioned. But what's nice, you can also search. So if I want to say I want to have, I don't know, TechCrunch in my news feed, so I'll search up TechCrunch. And it comes up with Uncrunched. I already have TechCrunch actually in my list. You can see it right there with the TC. So yeah, that's how you find it. Nice and easy. I already have a text section, so pretty much all of these are already in there, but yeah. You can have up to 12 sources per page, which is another nice thing. I have actually my text section fully maxed out, like so. And as I showed you earlier, it's easy as just doing like, say I've added entertainment. It's easy as just doing this to delete a section. Then you can just add a new one, press the plus, and back right here. So yeah, a very, very nice app. I've been using it for a very long time. It's completely free. I highly suggest you check it out if you want a easy way to keep track of all your stories, or even, social feeds. Okay, so the next one we're going to check out here is GBC AD. This is a Game Boy Color emulator. You can also play Game Boy original games, just like a Game Boy Color. And I found it to be one of the most smooth and easy to, get everything working. Ooh, somebody +1'd me, how nice. Okay, so yeah. Basically, you download the ROMs onto your SD card or your internal memory or whatever, and just easy as that. So now it's loading this game. You can play it in landscape or in portrait, which is nice. It's actually loading. I'll just turn the sound off for now. It's loading Pokemon Blue, I believe, and it's very easy. You can skip past. You have a control scheme right here, all touch interface, and it'll move like that. So that's nice. I actually only have one game loaded in here at the moment, but it's very, very easy to get ROMs onto here. It does not give you ROMs to begin with. Sorry, the only way to turn this off, it actually, if you press back on your phone's menu thing, it will not go back. You have to go into here, and then go to more, and close, so you don't accidentally keep quitting out of the game, which is nice and useful. Go away, advertisement. It does actually come with ads, so I mean, it's only a tiny little one at the top there, so not too bad. You can report bugs, go to your SD card and check all of the different things. So for example, if you download a ROM, it's really easy actually. You don't even need a separate file manager or anything. All you need to do is go to like a free ROM site. I won't give any for now, but you can find them really easily, like cool ROMs and stuff like that. But just look on Google, you'll find tons of them. But basically, just look like Game Boy Color ROMs and just download them. I mean, it's very easy. Go straight to your SD card here. Go to Downloads. Bam, it's right there. And then once you have that, oops, once you have that in your section, it will automatically go into that section for your for your ROM. So you don't have to keep fiddling around. It'll just pull that up as soon as you open the app. Let's see. This will also pull up your entire little up button here. This arrow, up arrow. This will pull up all of your basically like a file manager kind of look at your SD card. So that way you can see if you like downloaded it or put it somewhere else, added it from your computer, you can find it very easily. So we'll go back to my main section here. There we go. Some other things, ROM gripper, I'm not really sure what that is actually. Never tried it, but you can also remove the ads by paying for it, presumably. There's input settings. You can use a virtual keypad, key mapping, which means you can, if you have hardware buttons like a keyboard, you can actually map some of the buttons to it. So like if you have a Droid 4 or a Droid 3, or any, I guess one of those original droids, you can map one of the keypad buttons to use it, which is pretty nice. You can change some of the settings on here, disable D-pad diagonals or stuff like that, which is kind of nice. You have a ton of different settings. You can change the trackball sensitivity, though I don't use the trackball as a D-pad. You can use it though, if you want to. Let's see. That screen upside down in case you want the D-pad on the other side, which is nice. I guess for the, maybe left-handed people. Let's see. Oh, you can actually, there you go. You can use a Bluetooth gamepad on here if you want as well, which is pretty cool. And yeah, you can change the orientation, or you can just have it based on whether you want, like whether you turn your phone this way or this way, which is what I have it set at. And it also saves your files, so like if I go into this, it'll load it up, but I can also go into load, and it has your slot files. You get like about 9, I think. So here's my save file. It'll automatically pull it up, and here I am playing the game. It's really, really fast. It does not take much at all time to load, and honestly I found it to be one of the most useful Game Boy Color / Game Boy emulators. You can save it simply like doing that, save, and the more, like I said earlier, you can close. You can actually set a screenshot, you can reset it, so that's nice. Quick access to the settings, and there's also an option to cheat. Now, I haven't loaded any cheats on here, but there's probably some way to do that, and that's an interesting feature you can try for yourself. There's also fast forward, which means you can run all over the place really, really fast, which is kind of funny. So like if I go and talk to this girl really fast, that's kind of cool. And then you can disable it just by going like that. So yeah, that is pretty much Game Boy GBC AD, I think that's, yeah, GBC AD. I'm not really sure what that stands for, but definitely one of my favorite apps when it comes to Game Boy Color emulators. Okay, and here's our final app for the review today. This is one of my favorite games at the moment. It's called Line Runner. It's actually one of the top in the App Store currently, or not the App Store, the market. I still have my ads enabled, but you can get them disabled if you want. Full version, like right there, you probably get more levels or something. Anyway, it's a very basic game, but it's really cool. So I'm gonna go to an easier level so I don't fail horribly. The idea is to jump over these little blocks. Sorry, you couldn't see that. Very, very basic. There is sound. I just have the sound turned off. I'll turn it on real quick. It's not working. Hold on a second. Line Runner. There's also an online section, community, leaderboard. It's all connected through OpenFant, which is pretty nice. Let me see if I can get the sound to work here. There we go. Okay, so there's our media volume. And it's a very basic game, yeah. It's very basic, but very addicting just by how easy, or not easy, but, you know, how real simple it is. It's not really, you know, trying to figure things out. It's simply jumping and dodging. And how this works, the left side you use to roll, right side is to jump. And the jump, if you hold it longer, will actually jump you longer. So if you need to jump over like 2 or 3 of these little peg things, you hold the jump longer, which allows you to complete the jump. If you hold it shorter, then you know, you drop earlier. And that's basically how it works. Some of the high scores on here are absolutely insane. I don't know what people have to do with their lives, but there's like multiple thousands, but that's pretty much the case with most games. But yeah, definitely a really interesting game. I highly suggest you check it out. Also, on a side note, I'm not getting paid to, you know, advertise any of these apps. These are just some of my favorite apps that I want to do. I'm not getting sponsored in any way, so just thought I'd do it for any of my Android viewers out there. So yeah, that is my little review there. I'll try to see if I can link some of the apps in the description to the market in case you want to check it out, in case you're watching this on your phone. And I think that's about it for today. If you guys have any questions or suggestions for apps I should do in the future as a review, as long as it's not Angry Birds, I will certainly take it into consideration. And yeah, thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time.